good. I didn't expect, in fact, this is the first Hall of Fame event that we've had here in Columbus, and I was inducted into the State Hall of Fame some years ago in Atlanta. And, but anyway, I think having a local Hall of Fame is a great idea myself, and I appreciate being considered as, because I think that for the money and the efforts that are made to support the Boys and Girls Club, that you get more benefit out of your dollar than almost any other nonprofit agency in the community. If you have any kind of charitable giving in your plans or that you would like to consider, I think that they should really analyze what the Boys and Girls Clubs do with the money that they get. I mean, the impact that we have on this community. The difference between keeping a child in a prison these days or in a reform school is over $100,000 a year, and keeping them in the club is less than $1,000 a year. And if you add that up, I mean, it makes more financial sense to this community than almost anything you can think of.
I mean, I look at how I started. I started in public housing at Baker Village here in Columbus. As a matter of fact, I can still remember my apartment number, 35C. And I have a piece of that screen door in my house that I still keep. And so a lot of people think that I was born with a silver spoon, and I certainly was not. But again, I've been able to be successful because of a lot of people out in this audience have been very good to me and nice to me and have been mentors to me. And so I do believe that no matter how you start, you can do virtually anything you want to do. You can wind up wherever you want to wind up. And so don't sell yourself short. You know, when it comes to John Flournoy, I can't even put myself in the same category with John Flournoy. He has been the cornerstone for so many years in the local Boys and Girls Club that I mean, they should have a World Hall of Fame for John Flournoy for his work in the Boys and Girls Club. So many times he has been the go-to guy for projects that everybody knows that John will step up and lead and do the right thing. And I tell you what, I sleep better at night knowing that a guy as strong as John is interested in the Boys and Girls Club.
I am deeply honored to speak on behalf of John Flournoy and the Boys and Girls Clubs. The Boys and Girls Clubs have shown great wisdom in selecting John for their Hall of Fame. The Boys and Girls Club, especially the Boys Club, has meant a great deal to me over the years. In fact, it was the first community activity I got involved in when I returned home from college. I'll never forget my experiences at the South Columbus Club. And when I think about the Boys Club especially, I think of three people. I think of Barnett Woodruff, I think of Roy Turgeon, and I think of John Flournoy. I feel like John Flournoy is one of the most outstanding people I've ever met. I've looked for flaws in John Flournoy over the years, and they're hard to find. And that's why I think that he is one of the most outstanding people I've ever met.
I do want to congratulate Phil and John on this great honor. It's a great day. These are very compassionate men that are always out there trying to help everyone they can. I think it's the kind of thing that I'm very proud to call them friends. Also, congratulations to the 4 finalists tonight. Everyone is a winner. Good luck to someone. My experience with John has always been very positive. He is truly a city leader. Anything that is a worthwhile organization, anything that is a worthwhile civic event, John will be a part of it. And he goes after it with gusto. He's an awfully good man with a good heart, very compassionate, and
His decision to volunteer and get involved with the Boys Club was about as unselfish a decision as a person can make. And I don't know of anybody, including myself, who's been more dedicated to the mission of the Boys and Girls Club than that man. But I think there's more opportunity for young boys and girls to get deflected today than they were 50 years ago.
Yeah, ever since I was a child, I can remember Dad being very involved. And when I used to visit his office on Buena Vista Road, he had a statue that was a Boys and Girls Club award. And I always remember going into that office and seeing that statue and asking him about it and asking him about his involvement. And ever since we have talked about it, it's been evident to me that his experience at the club has, as a child, has stayed with him, and that he has been passionate his whole life that I have known him. And one of the things that's inspirational about that is that the Boys and Girls Club clearly did a lot for him as a youth, and he never forgot that. And he stayed focused and he stayed dedicated and sets a tremendous example for me and for my children to carry on, to give back charitably. And it's just, I really appreciate him as a role model in that regard. And one thing I can say about Phil that is very special and unique is that he treats everyone he interacts with a tremendous amount of respect and makes those he is surrounded with feel special.
Because he is very active in this community, has been and continues being, even after being retired for the last 6-7 months now, he still has a lot of activity for community service in Columbus. And I imagine will continue to do that as long as people will allow him to come back.
So Phil, it's a great honor for you and a great recognition for you and your family to be recognized and inducted into the Chattahoochee Valley Boys and Girls Club Hall of Fame. The time that you've given back to the club, of yourself, your resources, financial and otherwise, has helped so many young children, not only in the years past, but into the future. I know they appreciate it, we appreciate it, so again, we're proud of you and congratulations. Can you hurry up and get that moving company up here? Phil's out of his office at the moment. Hey Rick, Troy, you will not believe the junk, the stuff that Tomlinson has accumulated in just 11 years as CEO. I don't think when we cleaned out your office, we had near the amount of junk that Phil has. So I guess we'll eventually get it cleaned up. I'm gonna need some more boxes, Darlene. Nah, I think this will look good in my office. I'm not gonna throw that away.